so good to see you in person, Sandy, especially at this time when we're talking about freedoms. Please share with us about Common Cause and the vision, the mission, and how can we best support what you do toward freedom of speech?
Thank you, Lila, for having me and Common Cause Hawaii here with you. So Common Cause is a national, nonprofit, nonpartisan organization. We support American democracy, and what that really means is we hold power accountable. We hold our government accountable. We hold our elected officials accountable, and we cannot do that unless the public speaks up, and that means through speech, through action, which is also speech. And so we are really excited to be here with you today to talk about free speech. Through Common Cause, provide resources to people to become engaged in government, to know how to become engaged in government by voting, by participating in government, by testifying at the legislature, by testifying at the county councils, by participating in boards and commissions. So that is how people exercise their free speech. It's not just through voting. Voting is just one way, but actually being active citizens, engaged citizens. That is how people are responsible citizens in their community.
But how would they learn how to participate?
You could contact Common Cause and we could tell you about all these different great opportunities for engagement, because it's just never ending how to participate in government. But it starts at home. You know, I learned how to become engaged by going to the polls and voting with my parents. I learned in schools the importance of civic education and civic engagement, presenting in class about important issues in government, and learning through school, learning at home, and just finding an issue you truly care about, researching that issue, whether it's climate change, affordable housing, a living wage, and then reaching out to different organizations and groups and finding out about how you can make a difference. It's not just, you know, thinking about it and then worrying about it and saying, oh, I can't do anything. It's really making a difference, because you can make a difference. One person can make a difference. Speak up. You could testify at the legislature. You could testify before boards and commissions. You could testify before county councils. And I know people often are uncomfortable doing it the very first time, but it's actually quite simple.
Does Common Cause help guide the learning of that?
Oh, yes, definitely. We will be happy to provide talking points on certain issues. Everyone has an equal voice. It's not just the big money interests. We'll be happy to provide information on how you can actually get involved, when hearings are, what time, how to sign up. Yes, we do all of that.
Well, and what I hear you also saying is that we should talk with each other about what bothers us, what troubles us, our perspectives about certain issues. Years ago with the kids voting program, our little ones were asked, even in elementary school, were asked about their concerns of what's happening in their community on every island. How might one approach that conversation with a friend even?
We all gravitate towards people we have common interests with, and I think we should never be afraid to voice our concerns. It's civics and it's civil civics is how I see it, how I approach matters, because we all live here together, not just here on the islands, but here in this country and here in this world.
Well, and it seems fairly logical in Hawaii because Aloha Spirit, right,
Exactly.
working together is so much a part of how many of us grew up. And so as we wrap up our conversation for today, what message might you give to the audience to encourage and motivate them to pay attention?
Please be engaged. Do not let this wonderful Constitution, First Amendment opportunity go to waste. Use it. Make your concerns heard. Don't think that you don't have an opportunity to make a difference and make a change, because you do, because that is what the First Amendment is about.
And what I get when you're saying this, as you're smiling and enthusiastic, is that it doesn't have to be painful.
No.
In fact, as we speak up, the passion of our truth actually can be energized.
You know, we're speaking to our neighbors, we're speaking to our family members, you know, we're speaking to each other, and it is wonderful how many people you find will support you and your message and your mission. So it is great.
Thank you very much for sharing your energy and also your knowledge and information and inspiring us to pay attention.
Well, thank you for having Common Cause.
We've just spoken with Sandy Ma, Executive Director of Common Cause.